Hello, welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Marissa and today I'm going to react to another Xena episode. It's almost Christmas, so totally in a Christmas mood. And yeah, today I'm going to react to season 1, episode 5. The thing is, the stories are always pretty much like stories on itself, but the title is The Path Not Taken. Which, again, doesn't give me anything, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Last time we, of course, had the episode with the baby. I thought that was a pretty fun episode. So, yeah, I'm curious what we're going to see now. Before I start, I want to tell you that you can see my Xena episodes uncut. Just a full 45 minutes of my reaction. And you can see that on my Patreon under the uncut reaction tier. Also, the Xena episodes are requested by a patron, and if you also have a show or you want to see more Xena episodes, that's also possible for you. There's different tiers that allow you to make requests. For example, a video by choice, an episode by choice, or a movie by choice. There's different options and it all pretty much explains it there. But if anything is unclear, feel free to send me a message. So yeah, just check out the link in the description to my Patreon if any of that sounded interesting to you. And then now I'm going to react to this episode.
Promise me that when we're old, we'll still come back here and sit under these trees.
We do it every year on the anniversary of our wedding day. And one day, we can
Romantic.
bring our grandchildren.
10 years ago, a marriage between our families would have been impossible. Does anyone even remember what the feud was about?
Oh, a family feud.
No one in my family remembers. Whatever it was, centuries old, ends when we are dead.
I feel like they're gonna have to deal with that in this episode then.
And that one of their parents was made here.
Haha.
Maybe.
Oh, they're being spied on, so...
There's somebody out there.
Who is it?
Oh, multiple people. Oh, the way she just stood there, like, oh yeah, okay. Why do I feel like this has something to do with the family feud?
Who was it that said, curiosity is the food of life, and adventure is a meal?
Sounds like something you might have said.
Yeah.
Speaking of a meal, places like this always have the best food. And atmosphere.
Yeah, nice drama. The way my cat responded to the whistle. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what you get for randomly touching someone.
He would have lost his whole kingdom if it weren't for you.
Yeah, keep trying, please. She'll all get a hit in the face. Nice. Burn him. The way he just kept trying.
Did you ever notice that we never have trouble getting a table?
I wonder why.
Straight to me.
Ah, that's the guy.
That's if you're for hire.
Hey, not that kind of hire, Gabrielle. Go on, keep talking. Who did you want me to kill? Anyone coming into a place like this carrying a bag of gold, a short life with a messy death.
I don't care. Gotta get her back.
Her?
My fiance. She's been abducted, and if she's not returned, there will be a war.
Oh yeah, because the families then think it would be like him or something.
We did it. My own father thinks they did it to have an excuse to attack us.
So who do you think did it?
What kind of bar is this? Jesus.
Sorry, that happens sometimes. You were saying?
I think Jana was taken by someone else. Someone whose livelihood would be destroyed if this marriage took place.
Does this someone have a name?
He's an arms dealer from the walled city of...
Trachis. I've heard of Mezentius.
I imagine you might have. Trachis seems to be a crossroads for murderers and mercenaries.
No offense taken.
We're talking about two nations going to war.
I don't work for nations. I don't work for money, and I won't work for you.
Please.
This is how it always starts. Like, no, I want nothing to do with this. And then she's helping them anyway.
All I know is the woman that I love, my Jana. I love her, and I will die for her if I have to. Ask anything of me.
I knew Gabrielle would fall for this. She's like, oh.
There are hungry people in this town who could use that gold. I'll take this. You'll get your Jana back.
Thank you.
Give me that.
I did what you said. Gave out the gold to the poor.
Oh, okay, good.
You just stay here and keep me company while we wait.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Go on.
What, she's sending him away?
There certainly his weapons will be delivered to Boeotia immediately. As soon as my people can produce them. Kidnap your princess. Kalana scum. You'll get the best of my stock, believe me.
Appreciate your concern over the loss of our sweet princess.
I know what it's like to lose a loved one. Is the princess here yet?
Just brought in this morning.
Ah.
We'll tell the emissary from Kalana's. It's half the gold up front. What do you think, Marcus?
Think you're going to be a rich man?
Okay, so it's for money.
Long live Dionysus!
Long live who?
Xena!
What happened to you? You're working for peasants for no profit.
Part of the cause, boys. It's called gaining their trust. Once you do that,
Nice.
you've got them right where you want them. There's profit to be made.
This calls for a drink. Yeah, right.
Why does everyone constantly feel the need to touch her? It's creepy.
Why would you go after Draco?
Because he went after my mother.
You expect us to believe that?
Oh, that was episode 1, right?
You got something to say to me.
I got something to say about your mother.
Ooh.
How is your mother, Xena?
Marcus, been too long.
Ah, okay, they're friends. Good. I was like, what kind of word battle is this gonna be?
So how did you two meet?
It was a hot summer day. I was getting a drink from a spring. Reflection suddenly appeared. I thought it was a water goddess, Panoply. I saw it was someone far more beautiful. She smiled. From that moment on, I dedicated my life to making that smile appear as often as possible.
That is just too beautiful.
I know that Gabrielle is just weak for love stories like this.
Once he hears this story, he's got to believe that you would never have kidnapped her. Let's go. I can be very persuasive when I want to be. Come on.
I've been keeping busy, here and there.
I don't hear much about the great Xena conquest anymore.
I just came from Lerna. The king there had a baby I ransomed.
I've missed you, Xena. Thought about you a lot.
I've thought about you too, Marcus.
Is he like also a previous lover or something of her?
Yes, many times.
Lots of anger, or we had?
Both.
Yeah, okay.
Take this! I'd like some words with you. Cart full of spears? They're missing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not. I know you stole them. And the idea that anyone would betray me.
Oh.
Stop by my office tomorrow and you got a job. Otherwise, get out of Trachis.
Mezentius.
He's my boss.
Did he kidnap the princess?
Let's just say he has all the angles covered. You are so good.
Oh, there she is.
Taken to my chambers.
Okay, that was pretty easy to figure out who did it then.
Why didn't you tell me the girl was such a beauty? Gonna have a fine time with her.
Ew.
I'd like to meet an old friend of mine.
Yes, I know who you are. And I know why you're here. Guards!
It's all going so fast. Oh, by the way, I brought my friend. Yeah, we're gonna kill her now.
I saw you at the tavern and I wondered, what would bring Xena here? What do I have that Xena could possibly want? Do you think I'm stupid? Think I haven't heard what you did to Excalibur? All his weapons and ransomed them back to him.
I take it you're not so easily fooled. Are you going to kill me?
Kill it, far from it. People like you who make people like me.
Then call off your dogs.
Yeah, then why is everyone trying to shoot her?
Business.
Business. Business.
What else does he want with her then?
Don't let her out of your sight.
So show me around.
Don't worry. We'll reason with him. A sensitive guy like you would only fall in love with a very special girl. Raised this special girl is probably very special himself. Therefore, reasonable. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Logics.
Get a sword. Let's go.
Perfect. Getting into the castle.
That's the weapons warehouse. Let me show you one of my favorite places in the compound.
Oh, is that like a hot tub?
Mezentius discovered this hot spring under his fortress 2 years
Hot
ago.
spring.
Heats
Nice.
the whole building. The room has its uses too.
I'll bet.
You look just as beautiful as I remember.
What do you remember?
Everything.
I wonder what happened between them. Like, why he was like, or like, do you feel anger towards me? Yeah, I just wanted to say, I don't think it's the right time to like, yeah, be there with him. You should save a princess.
We can talk about this later.
Yeah, maybe later.
I'm busy. It'll wait.
We talk now. I want to make an offer and I want to give you some advice. Both are worth a fortune. Kalanis and Boeotia are about to go to war. Boeotia's army is far better. It'll be over in a month.
Poor Kalanis.
Poor arms dealers. You'll be winding down before you've finished gearing up.
I'm listening.
I can keep the war going indefinitely.
Interesting.
I don't care who wins. My army will fight for one side and then the other. Far too busy to figure out that you've got the princess.
She figured that out herself. I didn't tell her that.
The girl will be dead by tomorrow. Her body found by her family. Apparent victim of the Kalanis barbarians.
So that's his plan. Yeah, okay.
No deal.
Which brings me to my advice. The girl's worth far more to you alive. When the war's over, the victor will pay his treasury to get her back, either as a trophy or a daughter.
Intriguing. What's all this gonna cost me?
Weapons for my army and half your profits.
Xena.
That is a big price.
Very well. A deal.
I know she has a plan, because of course she's still helping the guy and she's trying to save her, but I wonder what her plan is.
Look at this.
Wait for me, I'm warning you, I'll jump.
I'll bring her down.
Wait, let me handle this. Worth more alive, remember?
I like her energy. I really hope I don't have to kill her.
I'll take my own life.
You're gonna cut your throat and jump. It's
Yeah.
overdoing it a bit, don't you think?
I'm not going back to that man. I'm not gonna let him take me.
Neither am I. Agrenon sent me.
You lie.
How the hell would she know his name then?
Only one way I'm coming off this ledge, and that's straight down.
Does this look familiar?
He did send you.
You're going to be all right.
You protected my property, yes.
Now don't ruin things by letting your passion overcome your senses.
Your friend can be quite insulting.
But I found it best to listen when Xena speaks.
The princess loses half her ransom value if you go to her. Isn't half a ransom worth a cold bath?
You seem to know a lot about this.
Oh, I've dealt with this situation before.
Don't let your passion overcome your senses.
Yeah, I feel like Xena's just like waiting for the right moment to get her out of there, and in the meantime, when that's not like working yet, just like manipulating him in like, yeah, to help keep her safe. Rescue mission, let's go. Where is she? Is she even there? Or is she looking for the weapons? Oh, I guess the weapons, yeah.
Going on, Xena?
Ah, of course.
I wanted to see what the inventory looked like.
But like, did Marcus really think she wasn't like drawing her own plan here? I thought it was quite obvious, and if you know Xena a bit, you would have known it as well.
Short supply these days.
Oh, and now he thinks he had something to do with it.
And what side of the coin do you fall on, Marcus?
Know your enemies, Mezentius. Xena's army will be going up against these weapons. Thought she should get to know the inventory.
Your weapons are impressive. Too impressive.
Do not deceive yourself that ours is an equal partnership.
I wouldn't dream of it, Mezentius, as long as it's equal pay.
You were gonna steal weapons, weren't you?
Yeah, no shit.
I'm sure it's not the first time it's ever been done.
In fact, it's still being done. You just have to know how to juggle the inventory.
Oh.
How do you get them out of the city?
Oh, okay, he's gonna help her. The way they were just like, ah, no, okay, if that's it. And then they just left, and they just left them in the weapons room. Damn.
You know, I've never shown anyone this. I've never trusted anyone. You know all that talk about you changing, trying to leave all this?
Not you too, Marcus.
But I tried leaving once. I was in a raiding party. Some old man was begging us to spare his grandson. One of my men said, okay, cut the kid's head off. You would never kill defenseless people. I always respected that. And I never really got it until that day. So I walked away.
Oh, okay.
Obviously you came back.
Wasn't cut out for it, pure and simple. So I said, fine. You know, the old Xena would lop my head off for a story like that.
The old Xena.
Yeah. You know, there is something different about you now. I mean, before you were so determined, like you always had something to prove. But now it's...
But now?
It's hard to say. It's like now you have the answer.
Okay, deep.
But I've never even found the question.
I feel like they're gonna hook up again, yeah. But then in the end, she'll have to leave him again. I feel like that's kind of a returning theme every episode, like Xena finding an old lover or a new lover. And then in the end being like, no, but this is not my path, you know. What? No. Of course she's in trouble again. Oh, they're both in there.
The key is to meet with him.
Noon tomorrow.
To meet the king?
The executioner.
Oh.
War has begun.
High hopes. Fuck. And they're just making out.
I can't do this. Not now.
Marcus just keeps trying.
Where were you?
I'm here now. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let's go.
So the plan really was to get her out, but she just wanted to hook up with Marcus first. Oh, and she was just waiting for her. That's funny.
Dynamite to know who's in there!
Why is he everywhere she is? Shouldn't he be sleeping or something? Does he ever sleep?
Couldn't have been better.
I don't usually have an audience.
I'm not an audience, I'm a business partner. I have something of interest for
I'm a business partner, so wait in front of me. Yeah. Oh, the princess is in there.
I've just had word the girl's betrothed has been taken captive by Boeotia.
That could be.
Don't speak.
They plan to execute him and his companion tomorrow. This war will be a bloodbath. Great start, isn't it?
After my bath.
Why don't I join you?
How about
The
no?
last time I talked business in a hot spring, I almost lost a war. Now go.
Perhaps another time.
In your dreams.
She ransomed the baby back to King Gregor, made a bundle.
No, Marcus. She rescued the baby. She didn't kidnap it.
No, you got it wrong.
Yeah. Sure you want to believe that.
The new Xena.
Got you fooled, Marcus. You're falling for it like a good little lovesick puppet.
I mean, she's just doing the right thing.
Where's the profit? I just don't get it.
You'll be shipped out this morning.
I hate little places.
Oh, yeah, I also wouldn't like that. It literally looks like a coffin. Oh, it's like the weapon box.
All right, what's in the box?
The box? Some bows, arrows for weight.
Bows and arrows. Arrows like this?
Of course.
I didn't think you'd seen this arrow yet. You just developed it. It will hold as big as your fist. Let me show you. This box will make a good target.
Okay.
What are you afraid I'm gonna hit the princess?
I have to save this girl and stop a war. I couldn't risk telling you.
Far more useful being your stooge with Manzinsius. Get a good laugh, Xena? Hit your old buddy that couldn't make it on the outside.
I mean, what were you gonna do if she told you the truth?
Why couldn't you just tell me the truth and ask for my help?
I didn't know how much you cared.
That would have been a risk. I feel like he would have helped though, because he does care about her, but...
Come with me now. How many of us are left from the old days? Most of them are dead. I don't want to stand by your grave.
You're not better than me, Xena.
You're right, Marcus. It is so simple. Do one thing for no other reason than you know it's right. That's the first step.
I'm not that strong. No.
No?
Too late, Xena.
What is he gonna do?
I'm taking the girl.
What? I thought he'd at least just like keep quiet and let her go and be like, hey, I don't want anything to do with this, you know? But hey, they still have to get the girl out of there and they have to rescue the fiancé and Gabrielle.
What is going on?
Yeah, you're a fucking fool. Okay, we got another fight. It's like I love her fight scenes because they're so cool, but I'm never like panicking or something because I always know like it doesn't matter how many opponents she has, she'll beat them all easily.
Innocent grandchild of that old man.
You're right, Xena.
Oh god. Now he's finally changing his mind and he's gonna try to kill them. He's gonna... Yeah, oh, I knew it. Shit. So he finally decided it was time to start doing the good thing, the right thing, and okay, good.
Marcus, I could have saved her.
Was that it? Was that the one step that you meant?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it cost him his life.
Marcus, don't make me stand by your grave.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. To be fair, I didn't saw it coming that he would die, but it was like, okay, no one is gonna like join Xena and Gabrielle's journey like forever. I think it's just gonna stay the two of them and they just meet people on their way. But if he stays there, he's not making the progress they want him to make. So he's either gonna die or leave to work for someone else, but I couldn't see him come with them and I also wouldn't see him stay there. So it's sad, but sadly it does make sense, I guess, but... At least he's having a nice funeral, I guess. She's singing?
I wish I could have met him. I'm sorry.
He was my friend.
To be remembered like that is a good thing.
My friend. My friend.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing indeed that that's the last thing she remembers him as now. Huh. Sad ending. Damn. Okay, to be fair with that beginning, this was not what I expected from the episode. First of all, I really thought we were gonna see more about this family feud, and that was also what I was kind of hoping for. Also because they mentioned in the beginning, like, does anyone even remember what this feud was even about? And then you start to get curious, like, what was it about? So I really kept thinking that we were gonna see this family and that we were gonna see, like, that they started hating each other again or something, or that the feud wasn't really over and that they wouldn't agree on them wanting to marry or something. I don't know. I was like, this story sounds familiar. But then in the end it was just that she got kidnapped, and the thing is, if Xena did not recover her, then there was gonna be a war. So basically Xena was trying to prevent the war. And I think a really big theme in this episode had to do with Marcus, actually. Not even with them, really, and with this war, because, like, we all know Xena's gonna free the princess, she's gonna fight some guys, and it's gonna be fine. But I think, like, the deeper theme here was, like, this friend who knew her as, like, the person she was before. who she like maybe ended her relationship with on bad terms. He was still like that, still kind of working for the bad guy. And when he also heard like Xena actually rescue that baby, he couldn't believe what he was hearing. He was like, what are you talking about? And then in the end, Xena tells him like, you gotta start doing the right thing somewhere. You just gotta take that one step. And it was like throughout the whole episode, it was kind of like this thing. Is he gonna do that or not? Is he gonna help her or not? Also, I felt like she was kind of telling him the truth, like that she wasn't there for the reason she told that one guy that she was there. At first, she also didn't tell him it was only because he caught her in like the weapons room. But then she did tell him that, but she still didn't really tell him the full truth, apparently. And then in the end, they kind of had this fast conversation because like that guy was literally standing there with his like, bow and arrow trying to shoot them. Then he does the right thing for once and he gets shot and he pays with his life. To be fair, I think it was a little anticlimactic because I was like, he finally does the good thing and then you should be repaid with like something good. But it was just like, he does the right thing once, dies. But I also try to keep in mind like these are only 45-minute episodes and mostly the problem in like one episode needs to be resolved by the end of the episode. So that's also what I was saying, like if he was really gonna do the right thing, she even said like, you should come with us, you know? And I was like, but that's not going to happen because it's just going to be Xena and Gabrielle. And then for every episode, maybe some other people they meet on the road. But they're not going to expand their team with like one random guy. Like if they collect people from every episode, like, oh, hey, I remember you too. Oh, I remember you too. They're going to have this whole team, but I know it's just going to be Xena and Gabrielle. So that's why I was like, okay, he's either going to die now or he's going to maybe leave with them at first and then be like, hey, this is not my pet anyway. I'm going somewhere else. But if he was going to stay there, he was still going to do the wrong thing. And that would kind of beat the whole purpose of Xena trying to, get him to do the right thing. Or he would come with them, which wasn't going to happen. So then he died. That's how they solved that. Kind of sad. I'm not really used to that with Xena. Normally the bad guys die in the end and the good guys live. But not this episode. Like, the guy died. The other guy, he deserved that after he killed Marcus. I really wish he could have like gotten out of there and just do something else with his life. But sad. I also have to say I am really enjoying the episodes, but I also feel like it's constantly a bit of the same. Like, of course, they always have like other teams, but that's why I was hoping we would see more of like this family feud, because that would be another team again. I feel like this kidnapping thing, I feel like we've seen that with Gabrielle in one episode when they kidnapped Gabrielle and Xena's trying to get Gabrielle back. Okay, that was like a bit more with like also her storyline from Gabrielle. But also then the last episode is just like, oh, we have to keep this baby out of the hands of them. It's always like trying to keep someone out of someone else's hands or trying to retrieve someone who kidnapped someone. So I feel like it's kind of the same, and I think like there's so much episodes. So I hope there's gonna be a bit more like, diversity in teams and all. Because this is only the 5th episode and I feel like if it's already kind of repeating itself over and over again, I don't know if it's like gonna be interesting after, 20 episodes or something. But to be fair, like I said, I have only watched 5 episodes. I don't know anything of the show for the rest. I also feel like you shouldn't think too deep about the show. It's just like fun episodes and I'm really enjoying them. So it was a nice episode. If you want to see my full reaction to this episode, that is possible. It's available on my Patreon under the uncut reaction tier. The link to my Patreon is in the description, so check it out if it sounds interesting. And if you like my reaction to this, then please leave a like, subscribe, and then I really hope to see you next time. Bye!